Okay, I want you to know that since the last video, we got 4 subscribers. Okay, those are the real OGs. Those 4, that's your OG squad. Okay, and we're working on building up that squad. Or if you want to join in, ground level institution here, boys. The second video, we're going to pop off. The first video, it was only showed to 2 people in 24 hours. Okay, 2 people. One of those being my mom. One of those being my friend, James. So, here's a little bonus clip. So, this lady is in a Ford Escape off to the right here. She is not in a driving lane. She's in a turn lane. You have to turn right here. Now, I was thinking about doing a fat, nasty rip and blocking her. But my girl was in the car, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to cause any problems here. But watch this. So she has a right-hand turn signal on, and she drives straight through the intersection. It is what it is sometimes. You know, it's a battleground, it's a fight, but let's get into it, man. So we're going through a tier list here of the worst driving habits. Okay? Number 1, easy, license suspended. If you're driving like this, you just got to hand in your license. You got to forfeit it. It's all right. It is what it is. Some people, cars aren't for them. All right? Next tier, diabolical. All right? Diabolical. If you're up to this kind of stuff, you got to stop. Okay? You just got to stop. Next, bad. It's bad. Just don't do it. Not the worst. You know, here's where we're getting to the realm of like, should you or should you not? And I'm saying fine is like tentatively fine. Okay, it kind of depends on, you know, what you're up to, but kind of tentatively fine, all right? So, number 1, right off the bat, this one frustrates me. Using your brakes before your turn signal, all right? I'm putting this up there right in diabolical. The purpose of your turn signal is to indicate what you want to do in the future here. Not what you're going to do, what you want to do. So if you want to make a right-hand turn, if it's safe to do so, you put up your turn signal, you wait, I don't know, different different places will have different rules, right? So put up your turn signal, wait 3 seconds, and then execute your lane change. If you brake before your turn signal, I already know what you're going to do. I know you're about to make a turn. Don't even use your turn signal, man. There's no point to it. I already know what you're about to do. This is so frustrating. I'm tempted to put this in license suspended. If I was a cop, buddy, I would take your licenses away, dude. What's the purpose of braking before your turn signal? What's the point? Dude, just brake. Just push your brakes. Don't even turn signal, okay? Man, diabolical, my guys. You weasels, man. Ooh. Here's a clip of me in my car. This silver car making a lane change right now. He turns into the proper lane, which is great. But he makes a right-hand lane change, and he turn signals like halfway into the turn. There's no point. Once you're already over the lines, like watch this guy. Look at him. He's over the lines right now. His tires are fully over the lines. Don't use your turn signal at that point, man. Just do it. I already know what you're about to do. I get it. You're drunk. You're, you know, whatever you're up to. There's no point in using your turn signal when he does. Watch this. Oh, now you're turning? Oh, I didn't know you were going to turn there. Wow, thank you for using your turn signal. I'm getting heated right now. I'm getting heated. Okay, next up, running a stale yellow. All right? This is hit or miss, okay? So if you're in the intersection making a left-hand turn, you have to wait until the intersection's fully clear, even if it's a red light. However, if you're trying to accelerate through a stale yellow to be able to beat the yellow and there's people waiting, that's diabolical. I'll put that up in diabolical. But if there's nobody there and it's just like an empty intersection and you can see that it is, you have good visibility, I think it's fine. I think it has the opportunity for accidents to occur. I can't remember the stat. I'll pop it up on the screen if I can find it. But most, I think fatalities or most accidents happen in intersections. So you got to be careful. So like this is kind of like hit or miss. This is a judgment call, right? Where you gotta think about it. So tentatively, I'm putting that in fine. But it has the opportunity to be pretty bad. Let's be honest. So the next one up is yielding right of way when you don't have to, when you're trying to be a nice guy. And I'm gonna put this straight up in bad. Easy bad for me. Potentially even diabolical, but it's not diabolical because you're trying to be nice, right? So I had a situation, man, where I pulled up to a red light and there's a car going straight on the opposite side. We're going this way. You know what I'm saying? Like this, right? We're going like this, except I'm turning left, right? We're both at the red light. The light turns green and he tries to wave me through. He's like, oh, go through, buddy, go through. No, don't do that. Don't yield right of way. Just go. Just drive predictably. Do exactly what you're supposed to do. Don't be nice to me in certain situations like that. I'm not making a left-hand turn in front of you because if you were to then slam into my side, dude, it would look like I failed to yield. It would look like I'm at fault because it's a green light and I just drove in front of you. Don't do that. Only be nice in like specific situations. Like if it's dense bumper to bumper traffic and you want to let someone in and everyone's stopped, sure, maybe do that. But in that situation, man, just drive properly. That's it. Nothing else, nothing more. Next up on the list is merging onto the highway. Okay, if drivers are going 110 kilometers per hour and you're trying to merge going 80, you're trying to merge going 60, you're going to cause accidents. That discrepancy in speed is the biggest problem here. You got to match the people's speed that you're merging onto the highway with. So then you can easily slide in, right? Like if there's a car ahead of you and you're trying to merge in behind him, you have to match his speed. If he's blasting past you because you're going too slow, you're not going to be able to fit in. So I'm putting this right up in license suspended. If you're trying to merge onto the highway going 60 kilometers per hour and there's cars going double the speed or 50% faster than you, you're going to cause an accident. And also, what I'm going to slap up there, right with license suspended, is cutting up traffic. I think that as a motorcycle driver, man, cutting up traffic is pretty fun and pretty easy. But it's dangerous. Cutting up traffic when traffic is not very dense is a different thing than cutting up traffic when traffic is dense. I don't understand those young kids in their BMW M340i's cutting up traffic and then they end up at the same position that I am, just cruising in the right lane or cruising in the left lane. Like they're doing all this cool stuff. They're so awesome. They've got a BMW. And then they get nowhere. All you're doing, especially in dense traffic, by lane changing left and right, is causing a whiplash effect that slows everybody down. Just sit in your lane and we'll all get there faster. There's times when cutting up traffic gets you places, and there's times when it doesn't. And at the worst, you're just going to get into accidents that are avoidable. Next up, another turn signal one. I'm going to put this in bad. Not using your turn signal before you're trying to do stuff. The turn signal, the purpose of it is to indicate to the people around you that you're trying to do something. So if you make a left-hand turn without using your turn signal, people have to react to what you're doing. But if you make a left-hand turn and you used your turn signal, people can know what you're about to do. You're using the turn signal to tell other people what you want to do. And it allows people to react to what you're going to do, not react to what you're doing. So it allows them to be proactive. That's it. The turn signal doesn't have any magic special properties. It just literally indicates to other people what you're trying to do. That's it. Next up, the zipper merge. Okay, I'll be honest. Some people, they got opinions on this, all right? I think I got the definitive on the zipper merge, okay? When you are merging into the other lane, all right, use the full extent of the lane. Drive all the way to the very end and merge in safely and smoothly. That's it. Don't merge in early because then people will just drive around you to the end of the lane and then merge in, and you're slowing down traffic. Everybody needs to be just slowly merging in at the end of the lane. That's it. I'm going to put this in not the worst. If you merge in early, I think it's annoying. But ultimately, man, you got to do what you got to do. You want to merge in early? That's fine. I'm going to drive around you, merge in 5 cars ahead. All right? You got to do what you got to do. And this is my personal pet peeve. This is one of the things I think is absolutely the worst here on the highways, is not keeping right. So if you're on the highway, it is a law to stick into the right-hand portion of a lane. And if you're not doing that, you're breaking the law. It's a ticketable offense. Here's a clip of me on the Sea to Sky on the way back from Squamish to Vancouver. And here's a driver in the left-hand lane. Now, God bless truck drivers, man. You guys are so aggressive. It's crazy. Now, I would advise not passing people on the right. It can be kind of dangerous. People might not see what you're up to. And to be honest with you, some people are just trying to get home. They're just trying to drive safely. So I'm not saying you should pass on the right like this truck driver is, but I am saying, man, stick to the right-hand lane. Let's watch the clip. So the truck driver passes him, and this, aggressively, goes around, and he finally moves over. If you're in the left-hand lane, you need to be passing people. If you're not passing people and people are able to pass you, you need to move over. Even if you're going faster than the speed limit. I'll be honest with you, that black car, he's going faster than the speed limit. But so is this moto off to my right. So am I. So is the truck. I've seen this kind of argument where there's people are saying, "Oh, well, you're speeding. You should not be speeding." Dude, we're all speeding. I'll be honest with you. Hand to God, we're all speeding, okay? Everybody's speeding. It doesn't matter. If I want to go 100 kilometers per hour and he wants to go 95, that's fine. 95 is speeding, 100 is speeding. Move over to the right. That's it. Stick to the right. You should feel like when you're driving that there's a magnet pulling you off to the right and you're always trying to get over to the right. Even if you're going faster than everybody else, even if there's nobody around, stick to the right or else people are going to have to pass you dangerously and it's not safe for you, it's not safe for them. Stick to the right-hand lane. That's it. So I'm putting this up at diabolical. And the reason why is it impedes the flow of traffic. It is dangerous, passing on the right, number one. And it is a ticket, dude. What? Just get into the right-hand lane, stay there, that's it. If you want to pass, go into the middle. Honestly, one of the worst things about people not keeping right is when you're in a 3-lane highway and you're in the right-hand lane, and in the middle lane, there's a slow-moving car. Now, you have to pass on the left. So then what you have to do is you have to indicate turn signal to the middle lane, do the same thing to the left lane, turn signal again to go back into the middle lane, turn signal again to go back into the right lane, all to pass a guy in the middle. Dude, just pull over. Everybody will get over to where they're going faster. Stick into the right-hand side of the highway. This is so frustrating for me, honestly. And this is a personal pet peeve of mine, especially because of my motorcycle accident, is people on their phones at red lights. I'm going to put this up there, right up in license suspended. When you are driving distracted, okay, I'm saying red lights here, okay, when you're stopped at a red light, you're driving distracted. You're not paying attention to the cars around you. You're not paying attention to the situation. And then you're proceeding through an intersection. I've seen people halfway through the intersection still looking down at their phones. They're not even paying attention. Dude, they're seeing out of their peripheral vision the light change green or the car next to them moving. So then they proceed. Have you ever seen a car like jump up a little bit and then the car next to them jumps up a little bit, but it's like a red light? That's because there's people literally driving out of their peripheral vision. And when you're operating a 4,000-pound piece of machinery, you need to be paying attention and giving it the due diligence that it deserves. So if you're on your phone driving a car, if you're on your phone at a red light, man, these things aren't cool. You got to pay attention to the world around you or you will hurt people. And last but not least, I'm going to put this up here in bad, but potentially diabolical. Making a left-hand or right-hand turn and not turning into the proper lane. So when you make a right-hand turn, there's a lane that you're supposed to turn into, which is most likely going to be the innermost lane. And you're making a left-hand turn. It's the same thing. You need to turn into that proper lane. And something I think a lot of people don't realize is that if there's a person in the opposite direction making a left-hand turn and you're making a right-hand turn, you can both make that turn through that intersection at the same time because they make their left-hand turn into the outside part of the lane. You make your right-hand turn into the inside portion of the lane. You don't turn wide. You turn into your proper lane. That's how you drive. Like, remember when you're a kid and you're drawing in that little coloring book and you got to keep it in the lines? That's exactly what you do when you make turns. You keep it in the lines and everybody can go where they're trying to go properly. Jeez. I'm going to keep this one in bad because I think a lot of people are not doing this intentionally. Like, it's not like a diabolical maneuver. If you made it to the end of the video, boys, you're a real trooper. I want you to know that. And I love you because as of the last video, there's only 17 of you that actually watched it. And boys, there's only like 2 of you that actually stayed to the end. So if you're watching this today, I want you to know I love you. And we're on the way up, boys. Have a good one.